Todd, thank you. We'll begin here. Interest in data centers has been growing all across the state over the last several months. The centers are rooms or warehouses that hold equipment to keep the internet running smoothly. A study from the World Resources Institute explored how data centers impact various communities. Supporters of them say that the pros include job opportunities, taxes from the centers can generate all kinds of revenue for state and local governments. Generally, the people who are opposed to them are concerned about the amount of water that the centers require. Really large data centers could use up to 5 million gallons of water every day. That's about the same as a town of up to 50,000 people. Other concerns include high energy usage as well as land use.
A statewide advisory council is starting to examine how data centers could affect Maine communities. Governor Mills created the council after vetoing legislation that would have made Maine the first state to enact a moratorium on new data center development. Council members will focus on the center's environmental impacts. They'll also look into the effects on energy and Maine ratepayers. And finally, the council will explore the economic and community benefits that would maybe change the workforce in the state.
Electricity demand is already projected to increase in Maine and New England, and this is given because of the transition to cleaner energy sources and electrification. And this requires consideration of new energy supply as well as considerations of how the grid can handle this increase.
The council has until the end of January to submit a final report to the state legislature.
This month, there will be a couple of public hearings on Central Maine Power's proposed rate hikes. CMP made that request back in April, and the Maine Public Utilities Commission says if CMP's proposal does get approved, it would increase the average residential customer's bill by about $18 per month. CMP says the increase is necessary to fund storm costs and Maine's clean energy transition. The first hearing is scheduled for this Tuesday at the South Portland Community Center. The second one will be on June 23rd. That will be at the Lewiston Public Library.
The Androscoggin County Sheriff is challenging the candidacy of Kevin Nichols, who is trying to get that role. There was a hearing in Augusta yesterday regarding Nichols' nomination. Sheriff Eric Sampson claims that Nichols has no experience in a supervisory position, which is a requirement for county sheriffs in Maine. Nichols argues he has had time as a field training officer, but Sampson says that position is not considered to be a supervisor or manager.
While Mr. Nichols may have at times been a leader, he was never a supervisory employee. He was never in the, quote, supervisory employment role that is set forth by the statute.
If you add together just my time as an FTO, an acting unit manager, and shift supervisor, it easily surpasses the 2-year requirements. I sat before you today without counsel because the truth of my service does not need to be hidden behind legal maneuvering.
Supervisory experience required.
A final decision will be offered by next Wednesday. Meantime, a hearing on a candidate for the Knox County Sheriff's Office will take place next Thursday. A deputy there claims that non-party candidate Albert Joy is unqualified to take office due to his inexperience.
None of this, the Sun Bucks and Sun Meals programs are returning to Maine this summer. Sun Bucks help families pay for food in the summertime. Those who qualify get $120 per child. State leaders say they're expecting Sun Bucks will go to EBT cards this week. That money can be used anywhere SNAP benefits are accepted. Sun Meals are offered in communities where there is a greater need for support. About 85,000 kids are expected to get some assistance here. Most students should be automatically enrolled in the program if their family already receives other nutrition assistance.
Nonprofits helping at-risk children in Maine are invited to apply for some grant funding through the Androscoggin Bank. The $25K for Kids grant is intended for organizations that offer things like mentorship, after-school programs, or homelessness prevention efforts. The Androscoggin Bank's Main Street Foundation is accepting applications through July 31st. You can visit the bank's website to learn more and to apply.